Hi, friends. Good to see everybody again. I am coming to you with another book review. So, this one is A Poet's Tarot by Josep Miguel Sobrer. And this was sent to me by the lovely folks at Liminal 11. And I'm so glad I got this. This book surprised me in so many ways. I think it's a great book read as well as being a wonderful tarot companion. Now, I saw this advertised on Liminal 11's catalog, but I didn't think much of it, and they included it in the package of things that they sent to me to be reviewed. So I was very happy to see it there. And the first few pages in, you come to find out, well, first of all, the artwork for the Luna Sol Tarot is used throughout this book. That's the deck they used for the illustrations are from the Luna Sol, which I love, everybody loves. But the thing that really got my attention, well, there were several things that got my attention about this book. One is the backstory on the book itself, which is kind of incredible. I'm gonna Now that Miss Baker has moved, well, we'll move things around here. The things we do for our pets, right? So, anyway, I didn't know anything about this book or anything until I started reading and discovered that this was originally published in 1994. And this book is still very relevant today, and it was called the Book of Oracles, and so uh, his wife is talking about how she had these books. She had like four cases of books in their basement and cases in the garage, and so they were moving stuff around. Anyways, the book kind of got forgotten because life took over. She and his nickname was Pep, so and her name is Francesca. So Francesca and Pep were got married, and of course they had kids, family life, work life, the whole 9 yards, and the book just kind of got forgotten. Well, our lovely Melissa Sinova reached out to Pep in 2015, and she wanted to interview him about the book. And he was very excited, and he was hopeful that maybe after this interview he could do a second printing of the book. Unfortunately, he was diagnosed with cancer, and unfortunately, he passed away before any of this could happen. And his wife, going through things, discovered that the original manuscript for the book was lost, but she still had a copy of the book because they had all those cases of books, in the basement and around the house and stuff, which of course were parceled out to the children. And of course, when everybody heard of Pep's passing, you know how people are when somebody dies. So everybody wanted a copy of the book. So Francesca took it upon herself to retype the book from scratch. Of course, she made very few changes. There were some things she said she had to update, but essentially, this book is the same way Pep wrote it in 1994. Um, I just thought that was kind of an amazing backstory that this man, who had written this book in 1994, and as life happens, things go by the wayside, and now, thanks to his wife's efforts, we have this wonderful wonderful book out in the world again, and I'm excited. I'm excited for it. So anyway, the Poet's Tarot is a little different, um, but the thing is that it's it literally is the tarot. He starts with the minors, and the meanings are written poetically so that you can really do a deeper dive. To him, tarot was about self awareness. And a lot of us are using tarot for self awareness more than we are predictive readings. I mean, there's a lot of us who still do predictive readings, but a lot of us also use it for self awareness and diving deeper into who we are, and the way our lives are going and things we want to accomplish and all those things. So this book can actually be used in two different ways. One, you can read it like a book, just regular cover to cover book. The other way is you can dip in and out of it, like if you're pulling cards and you're not sure, or you want to go a little deeper with a specific card, you can just, flip to the page that has that card, and take a deeper walk with this. And then there are some other anecdotes in here about the tarot. The he talks more about his thoughts about the lesser and the greater secrets, and at the end he does like a summary of his thoughts about the tarot in general, and I really appreciated his viewpoint. I loved, I use this book almost every day because I'm just so in love with the poetry or the prose that is written in the cards, and it's like, sometimes he'll take it in a direction that I had not even thought of. So I would highly suggest this book, especially if you love poetry and prose. It's a delightful book. Again, the each card that is marked is used the Lunasol tarot, and everyone is the same. You can see the edges are color coded by suits, so it's very easy to find your way to, like, is this the swords? Yeah, the swords. Very easy to find your way into the various suits. There are a couple of things that have been changed in here. So wands is called clubs, and pentacles are called golds. And that's because he had a Spanish tarot deck when he started writing this. And so that's what he used. Additionally, there is one other thing that is left out of the book, and that is the tens. You won't find any talk of, he skipped over the tens. Nobody really knows why. His son speculated, wait a minute, his son suggested that if you draw a 10, you should substitute the page card. But her daughter said that the absence of the tens is because the tens are about the three C's: culmination, complexity, and completion. And so they're the maximum expression of the suit, and therefore he just left them out. But of course, nobody knows for sure. Um, but I am gonna I'm gonna link down below where you can get this book. Again, if you love poetry, if you love the Luna Soul Tarot, um, I would highly suggest getting this book. I've really appreciated working with it. I've had it for probably more than a month, and I just now am realizing, oh, I haven't done a video on this because I've been using it so much. So, yeah, highly suggest A Poet's Tarot. All right, folks, I will see you on the next one.